Hello everyone, welcome to RN Quick Prep, and today we're going to explore the anatomy and physiology of the gastrointestinal system. Let's dive in. The gastrointestinal system. The gastrointestinal system is a 23 to 26 foot long tubular structure that starts at the mouth and ends at the anus. The layers of tissue in the GIT include the adventitia, which forms the posterior mesentery, the muscularis externa, which provides motility for the gastrointestinal system, the submucosa, which is a strong and highly vascularized layer of connective tissue, and the epithelium, which forms a protective barrier and the site of secretion and selective absorption. Functions of the gastrointestinal system. The first one is digestion, which involves breaking down food particles into the molecular form for digestion. Then absorption, which involves absorption of nutrients, electrolytes, and water. And the last one is elimination of undigested and unabsorbed foodstuffs and other waste products from the body. Divisions of the gastrointestinal system. The GIT consists of four anatomical divisions, namely the esophagus, the stomach, the small intestine, and the large intestine, also known as the colon. The accessory organs include teeth, tongue, glands for secretion such as the salivary glands, the pancreas, and the liver. The mouth is also known as the oral cavity. Food taken in is chewed and mixed with saliva that contains enzyme amylase. The tongue turns the food in a process called mastication and also assists in swallowing. The pharynx. It is a tube-like passageway about 12 to 14 centimeters that connects the mouth and esophagus. As food and fluids pass through the pharynx into the esophagus, the trachea is closed by the epiglottis to prevent aspiration into the lungs. The esophagus. The esophagus is located in the mediastinum in the thoracic cavity, anterior to the spine and posterior to the trachea and heart. It is a pliable muscular structure approximately 25 centimeters long that extends from the pharynx to the cardiac end of the stomach. Presence of food in the pharynx triggers peristalsis. Peristalsis is the sequential contraction and relaxation of outer longitudinal and inner circular layers of muscles. The esophagus has a lower sphincter which prevents regurgitation of food. The stomach. The stomach is situated in the upper portion of the abdomen to the left of the abdomen, just under the left diaphragm. It is a dispensable pouch with a capacity of approximately 1500 milliliters. The inlet to the stomach is called the esophagogastric junction. It is surrounded by a ring of smooth muscle called the lower esophageal sphincter or cardiac sphincter, which on contraction closes off the stomach from the esophagus. The stomach can be divided into four anatomic regions, namely the cardia, which is the entrance, the fundus, the body, and the pylorus, which is the outlet. Circular smooth muscle in the wall of the pylorus forms the pyloric sphincter and controls the opening between the stomach and small intestines. Functions of the stomach. The stomach secretes hydrochloric acid, which breaks down food into more absorbable components and aids in digestion of most ingested bacteria. The stomach also secretes pepsin, which initiates protein digestion. The stomach also secretes intrinsic factor, which combines with dietary vitamin B12 so that the vitamin can be absorbed in the ileum. Vitamin B12 is essential in erythropoiesis. Erythropoiesis is the formation of erythrocytes, also called red blood cells. The small intestine. The small intestine is the longest segment of the GIT, accounting for about two-thirds of the total length, divided into three parts, namely the duodenum, the jejunum, and the ileum. The mucous membrane has folds and finger-like projections called villi, which increase surface area for absorption. Absorption is the primary role of the small intestine. Vitamins and minerals are not digested but rather absorbed essentially unchanged. Functions of the small intestine. Absorption locations in the small intestine include the duodenum, where nutrient absorption begins, in the jejunum, where fat, proteins, carbohydrates, sodium, and chloride are absorbed, and magnesium, phosphate, and potassium are absorbed throughout the small intestine. The large intestine, also known as the colon. It is divided into the cecum, the ascending, transverse, descending, and sigmoid colon, the rectum and anus, and the appendix, which is a blind-ended tube with no known function. The anus has internal sphincter, which has autonomic control, and the external sphincter, which has voluntary control. Functions of the large intestine. 1. Absorption of water and electrolytes, e.g. potassium. 2. Microbial activity, which includes microorganisms synthesize vitamin K and folic acid, breakdown of undigested proteins into amino acids, and ammonia is transported to the liver for conversion into urea. Blood supply to the gastrointestinal tract. Blood flow to the GI tract is about 20% of the total cardiac output and increases significantly after eating. Oxygen and nutrients are supplied by gastric artery, which supplies the stomach, and the mesenteric arteries, which supply the intestines. The veins drain into the portal system. Innervation of the gastrointestinal tract. The gastrointestinal tract is innervated by sympathetic and parasympathetic nerves. Sympathetic nerves decrease gastric secretion and motility, while parasympathetic nerves promote peristalsis and secretion. That wraps up our exploration of the anatomy and physiology of the GIT. I hope this breakdown helps you understand the system's critical roles in digestion and overall health. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more nursing insights and educational content. See you in the next video. Bye!